The internet is one of the most powerful creations man has ever invented. It allows for global communication, businesses to thrive, and information to be found about anything at the tips of your fingers. Society, banks, and governments depend on the internet. This allows for teenagers to grasp sources and information which were unimaginable by previous generations. However, with all this power comes a darker side. With the internet's ability to create, it also has the power to destroy. The internet has brought along with it its own problems. Cyberbullying has grown to become one of the leading causes for depression in teenagers, having an effect on 25% of mobile phone users.
I guess I sit on the fence a bit with that one. On the one hand, I think it's so incredibly important. And I remember the first time I was able to send an email to America. It was huge. It was truly life-changing because back then, international phone calls were really expensive and they were basically out of reach to most uni students except for emergencies. And the postal service was really slow. So if you were, for example, in uni in America and dating someone who was back in Australia, you were lost. You had to just write a letter and post it. It could take 2 weeks, or you could tape your voice on an audio tape and mail the tape over, but you basically found it really hard. Oh, and write letters, obviously, but it was hard to communicate. So once email was invented and it was instant and it was free, it was just amazing. It's the best thing.
Though technology has impacted society and this world for the good, there are many dangers technology has brought with it. These dangers include cyberbullying and inappropriate material. Cyberbullying is a significant problem in today's society as it is easy for anyone bullying a person from their home.
I think some things that I feel are real negatives of technology, it's a little bit controversial, but I think the effect on young people, like people that are addicted to gaming, is a real negative. I think the crazy accessibility to porn, and I mean like nasty stuff, that's a big negative, especially for some people because it gives them a really warped idea of what's normal, and that's a problem. And then I think also like the negatives of social media, like bullying, trolls, that kind of thing, that's a real negative.
The positives that come along with the use of technology presents a plethora of possibilities that may advance and help students or teenagers with everyday life and learning. An example of this is in 2009, children with autism in Australia were able to increase their grades by 32% due to the aid of technology. This allowed them to learn in a more sensory manner, and things that were viewed visually are 5 times more likely to be remembered than just audible or writing aid. This is not only viable for those with a disability though, as it gives all teenagers a wide variety of informational or support services. This would otherwise be untouchable without technology, as costs or ability to go on excursions or experience something that may only happen once.
And again, I find Facebook really handy because I can keep in touch with people that I'd otherwise not get to keep in touch with. And technology in my car, I love it. I love all the technology in my car, just everything, you know, the maps, like the navigator, music, compass, heated seats, everything. My car even tells me when my washer water thing has got low. I mean, it's amazing. Love it. Well, professionally, we probably couldn't survive without it. You know, heaven forbid that we might actually have to talk to each other face to face. That would be, imagine it. So email, as I mentioned before, it saves loads of time, loads of hassle. We have a lot less meetings and no one's really got time for extra meetings, so it's fantastic. I love my laptop. Now I've got used to it, and I love iLearn. It's really good. There's so many things where it saves us time and hassle and makes teaching better. So just even setting relief lessons when someone's away, it's so much quicker and easier than it used to be. So yeah, professionally I don't think we could do without it. And just also for isolated teachers, if they're in the country and they're teaching on their own and they might be teaching a subject that not many other people teach, it's a vital tool for them to connect with other teachers. Yes, I do, but I think, might not And I think it should be incredibly closely monitored, especially for younger than your age, because there are nasty sites and pop-ups that probably should be blocked. I'm not normally for parents invading their children's privacy and stalking their children, but when it comes to technology, I actually think it's probably best, if parents have a lot of conversation with their children, depending on their age, about what's out there and the pitfalls of it, and maybe even have a sneaky peek at what's going on every now and again, just because I feel that there's an awful lot to go wrong with social media. But on the other hand, I do think it's a wonderful thing for young people to have some freedom and to have a way to communicate that they enjoy. But then I see the bad side of things. I see boys that are very down because they've been harassed on social media, or I see the negative consequences for young people. Sometimes it can be brutal, so, and then also, coming across bad content, it's difficult to unsee things. So, yeah, I agree with it. I think it's great. I think it should be closely monitored and appropriate to the age of the child.